I'm Sam Diggs here with Shults Lincoln, and today we're in the 22 Lincoln Aviator. This is a brilliant, beautiful, luxurious car. Lincoln has done an amazing job with this car. This is the 22 Aviator. I mean, when you look at the outside of this, it is luxurious, it's brilliant, it's beautiful. As well as it is on the inside. I mean, everything from the dash to the seating to the carpet. It's just looking at the dash. It's it's leather with wood. Also accented in chrome. I mean, it's just elegant, and that's really the word that Lincoln has used for all of their vehicles, and they really have stuck to that word, and it really shows. Every one of their cars is super elegant. And another thing about this car is everything is controlled by a button. Something. I mean, obviously, you're just like the regular Lincolns where park, reverse, neutral, and drive, there are buttons. But also when you get out of the door, it's a button. Everything is a button in this car, and I love that. I really do, because it takes all the mechanical stuff out and it just makes it easy. That's the elegance of this car, and Lincoln knew what they're doing. I mean, you get everything that Ford has to offer in this car when it comes to safety. So you have Copilot 360 built into this, and all of the safety features that come with it. Awesome, super nice. Now, there's one other feature that you do get with this car that I love, and it should be in every car, and that's the heads-up display. It's displayed on the windshield, and I can see it in the brightest sunlight, or I can see it in the darkest light, and it tells me my miles per hour. It tells me the temperature, it tells me the time, it tells me the speed limit, which is cool too, as well as the amount of miles before I run out of gas. So the heads-up display, to me, is one of the coolest features that should be in every car, and Lincoln knew that should be in their car. So what they do? Put it in. That's just the small tidbits about this car that really make it, what Lincoln is trying to achieve, and that is pure elegance. So you're probably saying, Samuel, you're always sitting in the back seat of these cars talking about how much room there is, how comfortable it is. Well, yeah, there is a lot of room here, and it's super comfortable. And the sights you get while sitting back here is just staggeringly beautiful. I mean, the amount of window space you get to see out of, let alone just your own. This moonroof is gorgeous. I'm sitting in North Park. I get to see the beautiful trees blowing in the wind. Like, that's just beautiful. Okay, looks awesome. You get climate control, same in a lot of other cars. You get a 110 outlet, same in some other cars. You get a USB and a USB-C, okay? Same in a lot of other cars. So you get the power options. But there's one thing that you do get while sitting in the backseat of this car that you do not get in a lot of cars, like pretty much every car, and that's a full touchscreen control. This is a luxury vehicle after all. That touchscreen control controls, first off, a lot. It does control your air, and you get to either turn it off or turn it up or turn it down. You can also control the back seat. So instead of the third row, or you control the third row, and so instead of the second row asking the first row to say, hey, turn up the heat or turn on the air, now it's the third row yelling at the second row. Funny, but it's funny how those things work. But yeah, you get all of that with climate control. Okay, you also get heated and cooling seats while sitting back here. How freaking nice. And then there's one other thing that you do get that a lot of people, especially me, I've always had this issue. When I'm sitting in the back seat and I want to play a song, or I want to just play the music in general, and it's my turn or whatever it is, I'm handing them my phone, or I'm trying to connect to the Bluetooth or anything of that sort, I now have full control of audio while sitting in the back seat. Now that is one of the coolest options. No more trying to figure out and trying to play with the front and reaching over or pulling over, and you can connect Bluetooth, you can change the source, you can turn up the volume, you can do everything while sitting back here. And it is by far one of the nicest features, and I think it's by far one of the best features of sitting back here. Yeah, the heating and the cooling, you get all of that, but control of the audio is crucial, especially when you're on trips with friends and family. That is by far one of the best features while sitting in this back seat. Now, you also get the third row, and each person that gets to sit back there, because it is 2 seats, gets their own air. So they get to, you know, have control of that as well, while from this screen, that is. That's awesome. Now, you get a lot of room, and there's a lot of space to put people. So how is it getting in and out of this vehicle? Let me show you. It's by far one of the easiest things and coolest things I've experienced. Button to get out. So as there's a button to get out of this door, there's also a button for the third row. I can't explain how much cooler that is. So from what you can see, you get a lot of room back here. Now, not only do you get just this space, you can lift this up, and then you get a little bit of storage space down here, and you can close it up and it's stored away. Okay, that's awesome. Just like any other back seat, you have hooks for whatever you need, and then you also get a 12-volt outlet for power, and then lights for dark or just night setting in general. Okay, but let's say you need more space. That's the nice thing about third row seating, is that you can put them down and have more space. So not only can you carry more people, but you can also carry more luggage or just more things in general. But that's just that. Third row seating sometimes can be super difficult to put down. I just recently had this issue where I'm trying to put down the third row, and it's just like a puzzle piece. I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to put it down this weird way into this holster or whatever it was, and it was difficult, like super difficult. But being back here in the Aviator, it makes it super nice and super easy to do. Just like everything that's part of this car that's all controlled by a button, so are these seats. So there's 3 buttons. You can push 3R or 3 right, and the right side goes down. It's controlled by a motor. It's super cool. Or you can push 3L, 3 left, and that one goes down. So when you have both of these down, you have more space, right? And again, super easy. You don't have to worry about that puzzle piece of putting them down. And then the other 2 will go down just as well. And they're easy. I mean, they're just like any other second row seating, to where there's a latch on the side, they flop down, and they're easy to pull back up. So it's super easy to put these down and have more space. But you can put them down separately, or you can put them both down or up together. How much more luxurious can you get? This is the 22 Lincoln Aviator, and let me tell you, it's got it all. Not only do I feel like a pilot while sitting in the driver's seat, I have the comfort of being at home. And that's what Lincoln has provided in this vehicle. Just look at the outside of this. It's beautiful, it's immaculate. It's a dark green paint job, accented in chrome, a chrome grille, such a beautiful accent to such a beautiful color. Now, one thing that Lincoln does really well with, as well as Ford, is this is a medium-sized SUV, but it doesn't look like a medium-sized SUV on the outside. But on the inside, you don't just get medium-sized SUV on the inside, you get super large, a lot of space on the inside. I'm not a big guy by any stretch of the means, but when I am on the inside of this, the amount of room that I have is insane. So if it's carrying people or if it's carrying luggage or whatever it is, the amount of room that you get inside here, you can do whatever you want. Now this one sits at the Wexford lot, so you can check it out now at shultslincoln.com or stop on the lot to check it out itself. Ah, such a beautiful car. Sitting a little under 70 grand, by the way, and well worth it.